about it. Nobody knew. They didn't even know. They didn't know about the struggle, and they didn't even know about the recovery. Nobody fucking knew. Nobody knew. And two of my friends that was on it, from me coming clean, I was able to give them what helped me get clean, so that they can get clean. Because I looked at them, and once I got clean, they felt like I started judging them. They was like, "Hey, you looking at me like I'm a lost cause or something?" Like, I did. I really didn't. I just knew how bad that shit is for so many people, and how bad it does you. Like those P's, they mess people's lives up for real. They mess up their lives up. Like there's so many people out here now that die unalive from the fentanyl with an L. They unalive from that crowd, and I just never wanted that for me, because I was like, if I croak like that, my folk, the people that depending on me, they not gonna have nobody. They not. My mom, them, they don't even know what I'm doing. So they gonna be like, what?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this will help y'all. Look at your mama, look at your daddy, look at your grandparents. If you see that they have any type of addiction, medical, whatever, you gotta understand it's in your bloodline. It's in your generational curse line, and that's gonna help you. When growing up, let me tell you something. And that's why it's also good for y'all to tell these children who their biological parents are too, so they can watch what go on in their, you know what I'm saying, what happened in their bloodline. I knew who my biological father was. He suffered with alcohol addiction as well as drug addiction, and I got to get that. He passed away last year, but I got to get that man his props. When I told him I had a son, that man said, "That's it, no more," and he came cold turkey. He ain't go to nobody's 12 steps. He did cold turkey. But my mother dealt with gambling addiction. And let me tell you something. In the height of the 80s, I had so many homegirls whose parents was on dope. But let me tell you something. The teachers thought my mama was on dope, because we lived worse than the crackheads, the kids. Gambling addiction, believing that you gonna win that next one. We used to be out. Listen, we used to be outside. We used to be in the dark. We used to, my mama for that next, I'm gonna win. My mama really,
people used to think I was exaggerating because my mama wasn't no dope fiend. That shit is fucked up. That gambling shit, and gambling is right. You may not fall into it, but I am the daughter of an addict. That gambling shit is so fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
And you may not fall into it, but I'm telling you, you gotta pay attention, because that shit will take over you. You won't even know you got an addictive fucking personality until you are addicted to something. That gambling shit is not cool. It's not.
Yeah.
Good morning, Poetic. Good morning. Kiana is right. If you have a parent that has an addiction, you are 50% more likely to end up with an addiction, whether it be gambling, alcohol, or substance abuse. And Trina, I was coming to check on you because, and I'm not saying you're on anything, but when people try to detox and stuff, it is extremely hard, and that is so life-threatening, and people don't understand it, and people make a joke about it, whether it be prescriptions or substance. You literally can unalive by trying to detox, even with alcohol.
No, I'm good, Poetic. I've been off narcotics for a minute. I'm good.
I saw you crying, so I was checking to see if you were okay.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Do not do that, Trina, up here.
Right. Trina, you know what? You've overcame it, and a lot of people are not.
It might be tears of joy, and it might be tears of pride. Let her have it.
It's just that struggle. Like, we all away from tears. Like, we all away from, we just one moment away from it. And that's what she know that struggle. That struggle was real for her. That struggle was hard. That shit is hard. So it's hard.
You're not able to get where you are. So I am extremely proud of you, and I think you are doing excellent. And you can literally, your story can literally help other people. It really can, because a lot of people struggle with it, and people may not say it, but they struggle with gambling. They struggle. People have shopping addictions. I mean, there are so many addictions out there. It is unreal, and it's extremely hard. And like Kiana said, 50%, your family is 50% likely to get it. And once you get that even off of gambling, you get that high, you get that increase in endorphins. It's just like you try to chase that again, and you never get that back. I mean, you keep chasing it and chasing it. But I'm proud of you, Trina, and I'm glad you're doing really good. I am.
Yeah, she is. Because we've been watching people on this app, and I said it again. We've been watching sugar to shit. Trina went from shit to sugar. Yeah.
So real that. Hey, so Trina, keep your head up. Like I know how you feel. Keep your head up. You doing good. As long as you ain't fucking with it, you good. You maintain it, and you can go to sleep. You can function as your own self and be your own person without that.
Bryce, and they don't know. You can't move. You wake up thinking about it. You go to sleep thinking about it. You can't do nothing.
I used to be late for work sometimes. I used to be late for work because I wasn't going without it. I needed it.
You can't function. That shit don't be cool, bro. That shit just don't.
Don't cry though. Don't cry.
I'm not sad, Bryce. I'm not sad.
No need. Don't do that. Okay.
Sometimes when you reflect on how far God has brought you, it can't do nothing but bring tears to your eyes real time.
He gonna get upset regardless. He gonna get upset.
That's true. It is happy tears of how far you've come and that you survived, because a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you, Trina. All right.
They don't come back from it. A lot of people don't, even if they do, they don't recognize who they are anymore, because the person, again, these are chemicals, y'all. These are chemicals, so you may never even recognize yourself again. And that's why you just have to be, it's real. It's real out here. But I will say to anyone who has overcome it, whatever the fuck you did while on it, that when you forget yourself, that wasn't you.
Right. It does change the chemistry in the brain, and you do things that you would never think that you would do when you're in your right mind. It definitely changes your chemistry. And
Poetic, don't you believe a lot of times people go back because they are trying to forget what they did while on it, so they go back so they can, you know what I mean? They can get that out their head instead of saying that wasn't me, that was the chemical.
Right.
And I need to forgive myself and move on. But they and people and their loved ones and folks don't want them to forget what they did while on that shit. Thank you, whoever said thank you so much for all.
Thank you for the gifts.
Thank you for that. But whoever, people need to really, really, really forgive themselves. And when folks try to remind you what the fuck you did while on it, tell them fuck you. That wasn't me.
That's right.
I think that you need therapy, because if you don't forgive yourself,
that's the thing. And I'm sorry, Poetic. It's still certain people that I'm apologizing to, because when I say that shit, it's not you. The darkest, deepest, the darkest parts of you that would never surface is what surfaces through addiction. And sometimes you can't repair what you've done, and you just have to accept it.
But Kiana's right too. People will go back because they'll try to escape the things that they did and the guilt that they have, and it's hard to forgive. And even if you haven't apologized to everybody, it's okay. Apologize to yourself, because yourself is most important. And I always encourage people to do therapy, because you need therapy to be able, when you get those triggers, to have the tools to be able to overcome the dark side, or to overcome the desire to, go back because you can't forgive, because of the guilt eats you up. It literally does help a lot of people.
It do. She right about that. She all the way right about that. It does eat you up, the guilt. I got a good somebody that's real close to me. They told me a couple months, maybe 9 months back. They was like, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. It was the dope. And I felt them. Because I knew who they were before the dope. I knew who I was before the dope. The only thing I never could really truly. With me, I'm very frugal person. Like, yeah, I'm only trying to pay for what's important to me. Besides the ones that I most definitely gotta sponsor and make sure that they have the very best of their life. But when it came down to the ROPE, I could never get into the hang of it completely, but it was enough to get me hooked that I wasn't able to buy a whole prescription of them or just flaunt my money to do that because I had responsibilities and that shit was more important than that to me. But I made sure that that was also a priority of mine as well. I wasn't able to get. I tell her still to this day, the good friend that told me that. I tell her still to this day, if I did get a prescription, if I was on a prescription, I would be dead. I would be unalive right now. I wouldn't be here. I know I wouldn't be here because I would lay into the luxury of those powdered pills. I would be like, I would love, it was everything to me. But then I started to realize, like, hey, it is altering who I am as a person. And I wasn't for sure if I was who I was or if I was being someone else. And I needed to make sure that that shit was, I was who I was because I knew who I was before that shit.
And you know too, Bryson, if you have a parent that actually went through addiction, you know, while raising you, and you can remember a lot of the bad things, you know, try to give them grace too, because the thing is, they did themselves when they were going through that.
Oh my God. If you don't do nothing else, if you know you had a parent who was hooked on anything, whether it be drugs, anything, forgive that parent. That was that.
That's what helped me in my mom relationship. Because what helped me forgive my mom is me thinking like, man, I would hate for Aubrey to grow up and just hate me indefinitely. I would hate that, right? Because although I love my baby, I would literally kill a brick and peel a stick for my child. Like, it's no ends of the earth that I would not go for Aubrey.
I love that.
And I had to think like, damn, I had to think like she probably did. She did not feel that every day during that addiction. She didn't. I'm sure there were days that she was like, what the fuck? Like, do this lady not fuck with me? I'm sure there was. So I had to think back, and I got a great memory. Sometimes it's a gift and a curse, but I do remember my mom breaking down because of her mom guilt. I do remember my mom on the phone crying like, damn, I'm fucking up. Like, I'm really fucking up.
Right.
And it came out as anger to me, but she was really sad. She was going through it. Like, she didn't, my mom had, you know, suicidal thoughts. She didn't want to be here no more because addiction was fucking us up. And now as an adult, giving her grace has helped our relationship. I just sent my mama some money. I told her, if you go to the spots, don't tell me. But I just sent her some money, and I be telling her I love her all the time because, damn, it's so hard to parent through addiction. It's so hard. And then the guilt of your child loving you, and you don't feel like you deserve it because you're fucking up. It's so many layers to it. So that didn't help me and my mama. That's my girl. That's my number one lady. And she did the best she could, man. She did the best that she could.
When we try to bring that up to our parents, like you said about forgetting, they want to forget it, and then they try to go back sometime because of the guilt they feel because the child is bringing it up to them, and the guilt is so overwhelming that's their only escape. So sometimes it's a trigger for them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I know I went to the doctor and got a root canal back in 2008. And they gave me Oxy, right? And I took that Oxy and I laid on my bed, and something happened that day that would have normally took me off the edge. But I promise y'all, I felt like I was laying on a cloud on my bed. And I'll never forget, I took that Oxy when I came from the dentist around about 2 o'clock. When it wore down at about 2 in the morning, this is the God honest truth, I grabbed those pills. I went in my bathroom and I flushed them down the toilet because I said to myself, I never want to feel this good again until I see God himself. So it helped me, that moment helped me to know that you don't even supposed to feel like that on earth. That felt way too good.
I'm telling you, if you let yourself get there too many times, it's nothing else like it. It's not. And listen to the people who is in recovery, or if you're going through it right now. If you gotta go to the doctor for anything, like a root canal, anything where they supposed to prescribe you pain medicine, tell them that you are but you can tell them you're an addict. This is what I did. I told them I am an addict in recovery. I cannot take narcotics, but I also have a very, very low tolerance for pain. They won't give you narcotics, but they will give you medications to keep your pains.
Get some ibuprofen, 800 milligrams.
It's something else too. It's the ibuprofen and it's something else. But it's because ibuprofen don't work for me. It don't. I told them like ibuprofen's not going to work. You got to understand. I was taking Perk 30s for 2-3 years. That's not going to work. So I can't take narcotics, but you can't give me something like that because that's not going to work. So they have other things that aren't necessarily well known to the mainstream that will work just as good as a narco, but it's not a narco.
Right.
And it doesn't have exactly non-habit forming. So just tell them. I know it sounds like scary to tell them. You're not going to get in trouble. Ain't nobody going to come get you. Just tell them that you are in recovery. You cannot have any form of narcotics.
Hey Trina, one Saturday when you're off, we can do a show on surviving addiction. If you want to, just let me know. I'll send you a DM about it. But I gotta go. Y'all have a good day.
Oh yeah, Poetic, I would love to. You have a good day too. You so pretty.
Have a good day, Poetic. Have a great day.
You remind us of Holly Berry of TikTok.
Us.
Now, when you were squatting and doing that
Kiki, we've been giving you your flowers too, girl. You done started shining as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kiki.
You still mad at me, Kiana?
You already know.
Oh my goodness. I call you. You know I got your phone number. I'll pick up that phone and dial.
Again, and you know I'm gonna block your ass again. Hi.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna call you today. We can chop it up.
I sent you a happy
just straight
Mother's
up, just
Day.
chill.
You didn't
No
respond.
mess.
Who, me?
I sent you a
Yeah, I'ma
happy
call you
Mother's Day.
today.
You won't respond.
I'm talking to Cap. Ain't no way,
Okay.
Cap.
Yes, I did.
You nothing, girl.
I sent you a happy Mother's Day meme, and you did not respond, ma'am.
I promise you I ain't get it. If God in heaven is my witness, I ain't seen that from you, Cap.
All right.
Okay, you guys, hey, do me a favor, Cap, for real. I thought I had your number because when I was on my little sabbatical, I wanted to call you, but I didn't have your goddamn number. Hit me up. I need your number.
Okay.
I really do need your number.
All right, I got you.
All right, yeah. Just Cap. Hit me
This
up.
was a good conversation.
Yeah, I really like this one. I really like this one, y'all.
Great job, Bryson.
Yeah, this one.
And
this one-
Trina.
Yeah, this
Tom
one
and
fine.
Cousins, great job.
Because you got people thinking now, ones that's going through the struggle that ain't made the decision yet. If you feel like you need to just test the waters of being sober,
Yeah.
it's just one day at a time. Just try it. Just pick a day. Yeah, I'm chill.
Can you tell me this, Kat? Have you ever been on any dope yourself?
No.
No.
Nah, because I grew up.
Hey,
I grew
get
up.
to it.
Let me explain why. I grew up in St. Louis, so it was like smokers and stuff all around. And the one thing that I noticed was they always looked crusty and they always was ashy and they didn't have a lot of teeth.
But
So I
Blaze,
always told-
but are you saying that because you said she addicted to Blaze?
My baby back smiling. It's
Nah, listen. Like on a for real tip, I seen women do stuff that I would never do. I seen people degrade themselves, and that really scared me to ever out there in them streets like that, addicted to something where I have no control.
You getting back serious, child.
No, I'm just explaining to
it's
him
real
why
talk, though. Kappa, how old are you, Cap?
I'm 50.
Okay, see, I'm 47. Y'all, those of you who are Bryce and Trina, y'all missed the 80s when they dropped that shit in our neighborhood.
I know about it.
It was scary.
I got uncles and cousins.
know about a kid.
Yeah,
I
let me
mean, I
tell
was
you
born in
something.
92, but I was in the hood, so I seen it.
But see, this is the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all. See, when we saw these mothers, right? I can name a few of them. Like one of my friends. we be sitting on the bus, the dude be like, your mama suck my blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking about, yeah, for a rock last night. They would joan on her because her mom would be giving, you know, other students fellatio because people in the hood started selling them. They was in 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. And I never lost respect for that lady. She's still a queen to this day to me. I never lost respect, but I wasn't her child, though, you know what I mean? So, trying to tell my friend who was her child, like, please forgive your mama. That ain't her. That wasn't her. You know what I'm saying? Then I saw this lady. She had like 8. Her husband was a hard-ass worker. They lived at the end of my street. They had like 8 kids, right? She was always, you know, she walk her kids to the bus, walk them home. She was just a good mom, good wife. That when them kids went to school, she was at home by herself watching the stories. Then I saw her when she started going across the street, hanging with, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, just hanging with the people. Now, I said, man, this finna be ugly. Next thing I know, that lady was out there giving head left, right, and sideways. She just passed, I want to say. But that lady was, like, she was a great mom.
You know what? You ain't lying, Fiona. I was about to say Neosha. Because you're not
Call me Neosha, bro. Just call me.
You ain't lying. I know so many. You know, one of my favorite cousins. We used to work at like this plaza like years ago when I was like 19, and she used to always tell me about this lady. She was like, that lady got that shit. She was older though. She was like maybe like I was like 19. She maybe was like 32. But she was a pretty ass lady. But she used to be like, that lady got that shit. You gotta watch. They're like. Everybody know that lady got shit. Don't talk to that lady, none of that shit, nothing like that. I finally talked to the lady though. Like I had to work in her section one day, and we was talking, and she pretty much she didn't tell me shit. It wasn't my fucking business. Even though my cousin told me it wasn't my business, and it wasn't. But we talked. I mean, the lady told me, she was like, yeah, in the 80s, because that's when she grew up in the 80s. Yeah. They gave her, like, that was the biggest crack epidemic, CRA.
They dropped it in our neighborhoods, y'all.
That's what they did to her.
Dropped it in our neighborhoods. It was planned. It was planned. If you ever seen the show Snowfall, it tells you, play for play, how they dropped it in our neighborhoods to destroy us. And then, not only, and here's the fucked up part, not only did it destroy that mother, that father, it destroyed generations because now you've introduced addiction to the bloodline, to the, you know what I mean? So and now, trauma. Even though ain't no Trina or whatever doing no crack, but they pills, you know what I mean? Or
exactly.
or whatever. So you just fucked our whole bloodline up. And come over that shit.
And not only that, Neosha, I'm just say Kiana. Hey, not only that, check out this. When they drop that shit up in there, they got young women selling themselves, getting diseases. Not only that, they got the young niggas selling that shit to them. They getting 30 and 40 years so that they killing 2 birds with 1 stone. They killing the community by addiction. Yeah, several birds. The community by addiction and DEATH, and by sending the ones that sell it, they sending them to prison for 30 and 40 years, 50 years. So it was 2 birds and 2 stones with 2 stones. Yeah, it was designed like that.
Let me tell y'all something. And for those of you who didn't see the 80s, you didn't see how great the neighborhoods and stuff was, and then boom, all of a sudden all the shit went to hell. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't know nothing else, black people, we the shit. I love all colors. I love all colors and all races. I tell everybody I could never be a racist if I tried. I've seen white people. There's been some real good white people did me real right in my life, and there's been some black people did me real wrong. So I'm not saying this in a racist way, but I want y'all to know, black people, we the shit. Because if we overcame that big ass setup that was supposed, and look at us now, some of the most thriving. I hardly ever work with a client that make less than 6 figures.
What happened is, this is what it is, y'all. When they realize that every time the black or minority sector of the United States start doing good, they find a way to put something in there to destroy it. You've seen it with Black Wall Street.
Absolutely.
You've seen it when all the black people down south was forming and had a lockdown on watermelon and chicken because that's what they were selling, and couldn't nobody get into that atmosphere of selling watermelon and chicken because black people down south had it on lock. Then in the 70s, a lot of black people started buying houses in suburban United States. So that's what you call white flight. They all started moving out and concentrated black people in certain areas. And so therefore they was able to inject these things into those neighborhoods. And not only do it mess up the mama, the daddy, the son, the kids are now born addicted or their families are tore up. Now what I was trying to say was I watched the lady, she lost 5 kids at 5 different times being addicted to rock, right? One was trying to defend her and got popped in the head. One was a little one and ran out into the street. One went to foster care and got beat to unaliving. Another one ran away because she owed somebody some money, and they found that child in the alley that they assumed might have been, whatever not. And then the very last one was born addicted, made it all the way to 18 years old and had a massive heart attack and unalived. That's what I've seen. And that made me never want to touch, look at, touch, none of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's poison. Anything you put in your body that ain't nutrition is poison. Now, I drink a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I'll have a beer, 2 beers. But as far as that hard stuff, I've never, ever, ever wanted to even try it. Because I had a crackhead tell me that, or a rockhead, whatever you want to call them. One hit, and you on a white dragon for the rest of your life.
They chasing that first high. That's the problem. They chasing that very first high. Yep. And that's why, I'll attribute mine to God. I don't care what nobody else say, but it was God that told me to put them pills down that toilet that day. Because again, I'm like, I'm like, man, what the work? I don't never want to feel like this till I see him face to face.
So they do take kids. They do a physician removal. Somebody said if the child is born with it in their system, they take the.
What they do to Cap?
Happening. Everybody's dropping.
It's the devil. The devil.
It has to be.
Gotta be.
Let me get out of here too. I don't like that.
But I'm telling y'all that
I don't understand why your mind dropped me. What's going on?
It's the system dropping. It's the system dropping.
Yeah, because only a few got powers, and the ones that do got those type of powers, they wouldn't drop you. Like
It said a moderator. I didn't screenshot anyway. But they do take your kid when the kid is born. But if you do what they say do, you can get your kid back. So she did what she needed to do and got clean just long enough to get the kid back, and then went right back to it. And they don't care about us. They'll take us, put us in the system, take us out the system, send us back to messed up. I mean, it's just messed up, And
it messed the parents up too, because guess what? Them parents, I watched so many mothers pray over their daughters and sons who was hooked on that shit, have to deplete what they worked for in the 50s and 60s, deplete their savings, put their houses up. You know what I'm saying? Had to raise the grandkids.
Yeah.
They have, you know what I mean? It fucked up from the top to the bottom. The grandparents were fucked up. The woman and the son was fucked up because they was on this shit. And the grandkids were fucked up because they the children of the parents was on the shit. It just kept going and going and going. And that right there will tell you, black people, we the motherfuckers good. You hear me?
And they did a study. I was watching a documentary where they did a study. They put 2 white kids at a table and 2 black kids at a table, and they asked the teachers to watch for misbehavior, and they tracked the teacher's eyes, and the teacher literally, and it didn't matter what race the teachers were, they all watched the 2 black kids the longest and the hardest, and pointed out behaviors that they would deem misbehavior, but the other kids was doing the same thing. So then they turn around and they tell us your kids need to go on medication, like you said, Kiana. And then when you put them kids on medication, that's the gateway for them to get on other stuff.
Yeah. Don't let them put their kids on.
No laws or so. No laws.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be real with y'all. When I was little, they used to be like, she climbing the walls because I used to be very hyper. right?
You are not crying right now though, right?
For me?
You not crying.
No, I'm not crying.
Okay.
Now, when I was little, I was hyper though. And look, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna turn this around. If you got kids that's hyper, that won't pay attention, and all that shit, put them on this right here. You ain't gotta put them kids on no dope. Put them on this right here. Right? It's at Walmart. When I tell you, you will get some work done with this right here. I still take this shit to this day. I wish they had this when I was in school. I wish.
Would they put you on Ridley?
They put me on the goddamn. I wasn't finna go on nothing. My mama gave me we didn't play that back then. No.
My mama gave me a belt. How about that?
Nah, even that
ADHD right on up out of me.
My mama gave me aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice would come. You know what I'm saying? Would get that sick. But this right here help children, help grown folks, help anybody. And when I tell you, if you feel like you scatterbrain, or you know what I'm saying, you can't focus, you feel like you all over the place, your brain come 1,000 times, 1,000 thoughts a minute. This right here will slow that shit down and help you focus on what you need to do.
Focus.
Wait a minute, Bryce. Hold on. Somebody called it out. I gotta ask you, what was it you said they gave her?
It was called Rentley back in my day. Like when I was young. When I was like in elementary, I used to have like behavior problems, so they gave me like some shit called Ridley.
Wait a minute, hold on. It's called Ritalin.
I don't know what it's called. I don't know. I just know it was in elementary and my mom
said you had behavior problems back in the day. You don't think you got behavior problems now?
No. I only had it when I was in elementary, and they used to give me that like before I go to school. And I was in the class, and sometimes the teachers used to, like, if you get too bad, they'll put your hands like this.
Go get mama and daddy. I need to let them know you have behavior problems and you need to go back on Ridley.
No, I just, right now, it's not, I ain't crazy, I swear to God, I ain't crazy.
That right there is the legal Ritalin right there. See, I love herbs and amino acids. Because what we have to remember, if you have amino acids is your chemical makeup. Y'all know that, right? So when you have some glitches or some problems in your chemical makeup, the doctors prescribe you dope. But what you really should be getting is amino acids.
I'm sorry, Kiana.
It's amino acids in Focus Factor. It's amino acids. Yes, it works immediately.
You said you used to have behavior problems, and I'm looking at your face, Negro. You have behavior problems.
They got Focus Factor Kids. I know for a fact they got Focus Factor Kids because I saw it. But I've been taking me and my daughter. Y'all know I have a special needs daughter. When I'd have her at my office and she had to do her work, I put her on this Focus Factor Extra Strength too. And she focuses,
I'm gonna give you some. I did a screenshot.
Tell them, Cap, I'm standing on beating.
See, I'm standing on business. You're right about amino acids. It's the building block to all of our
systems. It's the building block, exactly.
But I came over here to eat into Bryson because he was doing too much while I was in another live.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. Now let's go back to your original argument that you said I'm obsessed, and that's why I told you don't leave, Kiana.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
And Thibodeau, there is herbs in there. Ginkgo is a herb, y'all.
Was Kiana part of that speech that I had said?
Yep, I want her to stay. Okay. So listen.
With one stone, two birds with one stone. So Kiana, look. Let me just hold on, Kevin. Let me warn my key. So
what happened?
You remember when we had our talk? And we were thinking logically and spiritually, and not only spiritually, and reality that Kappa had been took those pictures of that man Blaze, and printing them out and put them up in picture frame. And You look at ID Discovery, and I look at ID Discovery. You look at X-Files. I look at X-Files. You look at Criminal Minds. I look at Criminal Minds. So what we were coming up, the conclusion, Campbell, is that, hey, look, we know you got a strong disdain hate for Blaze. I don't think Kiana hate Blaze as much as you hate Blaze. She dislike him. She think he's ugly. He's a liar. And she thinks he's stupid. Me personally, he took up for me doing those oppositions, but I don't like how he was cheesing when somebody talking to your wife, telling your wife they gonna make you your bitch. So I'm gonna talk about your mouth and everything else. It's a part of you. Again, we hear that your wife busting you up out your head, so all shit go out the window at that point. That's neither here nor there. Kappa is logical. We would think that you are crazy about Blaze because you told us, not us, them. I was in that live when you came on there and you said, bitch, nigga, hoe, fuck you, bitch. All type of cussing words without saying the cussing words. Saying, fuck you, low life pieces of shit. I am digging vegetables and planting grapes, watermelon, cantaloupes, tomatoes, lettuce, squash, collard greens, turnips, every fucking thing that you can grow in the field. I am over here on Grow Talk on YouTube. Fuck you, ignorant motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. Why y'all calling my name? Let us. Your exact words was, let me die down. Let me die down. Let it go. You pretty much were saying let the name Kappa disintegrate. But
Taste like shit in y'all mouth. That's what she was trying to tell y'all.
Exactly. But soon as you seen that fire from the smoke ablaze, the fire was lit. I don't think it said SOS. Somebody please come help me. It did. Whoa, Kappa was up in the morning. Oh, Kappa is back. Oh, you know, you remind me of Luke. Now, you gonna know when I say Luke, you gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Luke from General Hospital. They would think Luke is dead, gone for 60 years. Or Jason, gone for 20 years. But
IceBrice, let us know right there that your grandmama kept you when you were little.
Kept me, man. That's my best friend. Still to this day, I'm going to see her tomorrow. I mean today. That's why I ain't going to work today because we're going to Alabama to see her. Because she having surgery on the 3rd of July. But I want to see that lady because she's my best friend. And my punishment was watching that shit. But I end up liking it. Long story short is, just like Jason, a lot of these young motherfuckers, they're not gonna know what I'm talking about, but Kiana and a couple of those older heads, they know exactly what I'm talking about. How they pop up, they be gone for 20 years and then they pop up. Here you go, Kappa. Not only that, you come with paranoia. Trust me, I know I don't know. I know I didn't say the fucking word the right. And I don't need to. Don't fuck you know what I mean. It means
Sound it out, because I don't know what paranoia. What?
You know what I mean? Like country.
Sound it out.
Paraphernalia.
Peripheral?
No.
Paraphernalia?
You know what I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. You knew what I was talking about. You already knew that.
I didn't know that.
You wanted me to act a fool and look
Bryce,
crazy.
how am I supposed to